Right. Hi, Lane. My name is Ann Reynolds. Are you liking the weather? Are you liking the weather today?
Yeah, it's really nice. I like the rain. It reminds me of home.
Where are you from?
I'm from Flagstaff.
Oh, okay. How long did you live in Flagstaff?
I was there for middle school and high school, and then I came down here to go to college.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful. I've been to Flagstaff a couple of times.
Oh,
It's really enjoyable.
nice. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. Went up there. I've been skiing up there a couple of times. I had some friends that stayed up there, so
Good.
I like the weather. I like the green,
Yeah.
and then I actually have season.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
my
pretty
favorite
nice.
part.
Okay, so were you able to find the building okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really easy. You guys had really good signs out.
Okay, that's great to hear. We put those signs up. People always didn't always find the building. It's easy. And then, how are you doing today?
I'm okay. I've really just kind of been overwhelmed every day. I don't know what I'm going to do with school and a job, and I don't know what I want to do, and so it just kind of overwhelms my thoughts all day long.
Okay. Well, we can definitely work on that, and you can talk about it. And I'd just like to first start off with some nuts and bolts. And I'm start off with confidentiality. We do have a confidentiality policy at this agency, and this means that we will not share your information with anyone unless we have consent from you first.
Okay.
This policy also limits of confidentiality, which means that if I feel that you are going to harm yourself or anyone else, I'm obligated to report it, but I'm not going to make that report unless I talk to you first about it. And then I also want you to know that I would report you because I'm concerned about you. I'm not reporting you to get you in trouble. I'm concerned about your safety and your well-being, and I value your life. So the only reason that I would report something is not to get you in trouble.
Okay.
Okay?
Could we talk about maybe not reporting if we could resolve it ourselves?
Yeah, most definitely. If I feel that we can make a plan and we can go in a different direction and you're not going to self-harm, harm anybody else, then most definitely. So like I said, before I report anything, you will be notified. I'll have a discussion with you about it first. So it's not going to be a shock or anything of that sort. But I do, I am a mandated reporter, so I do have to report it if you are going to hurt anybody else or yourself. Things I would have to report would include, like I said, harming yourself or anybody else. And then I would also, like you said, we could make a plan to, if you feel that you're going to harm yourself or harm anybody else, we can make a plan of who to call, who do you feel comfortable, who you trusting. Yeah. Do you have somebody that you would consider trustworthy enough or reliable enough to where you could call them if you felt like you were going to harm yourself or anybody else?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have plenty of good supports.
You have good support? That's awesome. Yeah. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, I would also just like to ask you if you would mind if I took a couple of notes. These notes are going to go into your file, and you can view them at any time. Your files are going to be locked up. The only people that are going to see the files is myself, you, or potentially my supervisor, just so I can get some input or a different side. But if my supervisor does see them, I will notify you ahead of time. And then that would be it. They are locked away, and nobody has the right to see them.
Okay.
Is that okay with you if I take notes?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. So, are you okay and comfortable with the confidentiality policy?
Yeah. I think it sounds fair. I like that you're looking out for me.
Okay. Yes. We do. We like our customers here. Do you have any concerns overall?
No, I'm so stuck. I don't even know where to go. Everyone's twisting me in different ways, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. So where would you like to start?
I don't know. Like I said, I just don't know what to do. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm going to start with just a couple of basic questions. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I mean, I'd really like to be in Utah.
Like to be in Utah? You like Utah?
yeah, I really like Bryce Canyon or Salt Lake City, that kind of stuff. I want to be like if I have to work, like if I have to have a job in order to like pay rent and stuff, I think I want to be a teacher,
Okay.
like an elementary school teacher. But at the same time, like I don't want to have a job. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. So I'm like, if I have to work, I mean, I guess in 10 years I can see myself being a teacher and having like 2 or 3 kids, and being a teacher to be able to let me have the holidays off with the kids and stuff like that. So I mean,
Right.
I see myself on the same schedule as them, off as much as I can, just getting the bills done.
So what I hear you saying is you really place an importance on raising your kids.
Yeah, and I mean that's how I was raised, and that's how I think it should be if it's possible. And I mean my husband will be working really hard too. He'll be going to work every day. So I mean it's possible. I don't know because I get torn between the different people in my life between do I go on and get a master's degree? Do I not?
And currently, like you said, you're going to school. And what are you going to school for currently?
So right now I'm getting my bachelor's in social work.
Okay.
But I've applied and gotten accepted to the master's program for elementary education.
Okay.
So as of right now, I'm planning to get my master's degree in elementary education. It's a lot of money and it's a lot of time, and I don't know if I'm even gonna work. So I don't know if it's worth it to do all that.
Okay. All right. What do you see yourself doing on a daily basis?
I mean, it really just depends on which way I go. I can see it both ways. I can see myself, waking up, getting everyone ready, and going to work. And going to work means also taking the kids to school at the same time.
Okay.
It's kind of the same thing. So I'll take them to school and I'll do my work, get my day done, take them home with me because they'll be at the same place hopefully. At least while they're in elementary school, it's a good couple of years. And then go home. Good activities like going to the zoo together, playing outside. Like I just want to make sure there's enough time to do stuff together. And then hopefully like my husband will come home and it won't be 10 o'clock at night. I want to be able to all hang out together.
Okay.
And I want to enjoy the days. I just don't want them to go by.
Okay. So what I hear you saying is that you probably wouldn't work until they go to school. Is that correct?
Well, that's my hope.
Okay.
I really don't want to at all. I really just want to be a stay-at-home mom. But if it comes down to money, I mean, I do what I had to do.
Right.
I would try to stay home as much as I can. But I mean, some companies just don't let you. They don't let you take the time off. And I mean, if it came down to money, I'd work if I had to.
Well, it's really great that you're willing to put staying at home aside to help provide for your family. And it's also really great that you value the relationships and how important it is in raising your kids. So I think those are really two great strengths that you have, and they can be quite useful for you. So since you said, you do want to teach and you would do elementary education, what would you do to achieve that?
Well, I mean, I thought about switching my major now, or not now, but recently. And that just would have set me back. It would have set me back 3 more years. I would have started over, basically. So the only other option that I have is to get a master's degree or a second bachelor's degree. And either option is 2 years.
Okay.
And if my thought process, I don't know, maybe you have another opinion, but my thought process was if I'm doing 2 years in this program to achieve the same goal, whether it's a bachelor's or a master's, I should do the master's because the master's will give me a more stable financial salary. Because I mean, I could get the bachelor's degree and do the same thing. I could be a teacher, but it's just a second bachelor's degree. If I get that title of a master's degree, then I could go into administration. I could have so many more opportunities, and it's the same amount of time, same cost. So I think if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do the master's program.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's really great.
Like I said, I got accepted already. So, I mean, I'm already, I'm already in the
You're taking
program, I
steps.
guess.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just really stuck with it. I don't know.
Now, I heard you mention earlier that it would be quite expensive to go to school. Would you be financially capable of going to get your master's degree?
I mean, I could take out loans. Right now, I don't have any. I've been really, really fortunate. Um, it would be about $30,000.
Okay.
Since I don't have kids right now, I could do it.
Okay.
My husband's working and I'm not, so it would be doable. And the program is set up to where I could work. Classes
Okay.
are only Tuesday, Thursday nights, and so it's all set up for me to work, and we could both be working and be good. But that means putting off a family for another 2 or 3 years, and putting off moving and putting off whatever. But then again, I wouldn't have the job opportunities that I want. I don't want to go into social work. So I don't know. I don't know. I could do it if I had to,
Okay.
but I just don't know if it's worth it.
So financially, you would, that you don't feel that finances are going to be a barrier to
Not right
going to
now.
school? Not right now. Okay. And then, like you said you have a husband, you are married. So tell me about like the support system that you do have.
Well, I have him, and he's really nice. He's insistent that I don't work right now because he wants me to focus on school. And he takes care of the bills. I mean, we're young, but we're getting through it, and our parents are there for us in different aspects. His parents are there for some aspects, and my parents are there for others, and we have lots of aunts and uncles and friends that are willing to help us, and it's really good. It's really nice.
And so you do have, what about friends? Do you have, talk about a family, do you have friends, or do you have people in your neighborhood that you socialize with? Or?
We just moved to the neighborhood with our
Okay.
roommates a couple months ago, so we don't really know anyone. I have a friend from school, and then I have a friend from a previous job, and then I have my best friend in Vegas. She's an EMT,
Okay.
so I don't talk to her much. She's always busy.
Right.
But I mean, she's my best friend, and we talk constantly as much as we can. Usually at like midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. My friend from school, we hang out in school, and my friend from work, she came to our wedding, and then she's coming to my birthday. But that's pretty much it. We don't talk much anymore.
Oh, okay. And then what about you said you have two roommates that
Yeah.
you live with?
Yeah.
So would you consider them your friends?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They, I mean, it's interesting. They fight all the time,
Oh.
and so it kind of makes it hard for us to kind of get along because it carries.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's contagious. But they're nice people. They're really nice people, and the husband works nights, so we
Okay.
barely see him. The wife is a nanny. She works like 3 hours a day, and the kids are really cool. We all hang out together.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, they're nice people. They're there to help us. We're in this situation living with them because they don't need the money. Like, they can afford the rent all on their own, and they're just doing it to help get themselves out of debt, which is really helpful to us because then we don't have to worry about the people being in it for the money. They're in it to help us. They're giving us a cheap place to live.
There's no ulterior motives.
Yeah, they're just giving us a cheap place to live while I'm in school. It's going to help out a lot if I do this master's program.
Right.
Cheap rent. And they've told us if it comes down to it and you can't pay rent, we're not kicking you out. So I know that I will not be homeless. Like, I'm not worried. They're really good people.
Well, it sounds like you really do have a great support system
Yeah.
with your family, both families, with your friends, with your roommates. So it's really good. A lot of people, don't always have that. So I think it's really good that you do, you have that. And would you be interested in planning an education, making an education career plan or an educational career plan?
Yeah.
What aspects would you like to start with in that plan?
I mean, I think just maybe outlining the options.
Right. Okay.
Just all the different options and what would go into those options. I mean, there's just so many different things and so many different supporters and opposers to the different options. I don't.
Would you, well, how would you feel about possibly having your husband with you with creating this career plan? Or do you feel that it should be something that you would like to do?
I mean, we could include him if you think that's best, but he really just is okay with anything I choose.
Okay.
He tells me all the time that, I mean, it's up to me. I can do what I want, and he'll support me no matter what. He says that I know what's best.
It's really great that he supports you that way.
Yeah.
All right, so for next time, if you could think about the different paths that you would like to take, and then we can, come back together next week, and we can start mapping out a career plan, and what options you would have, and which we can research different avenues and different schools and stuff like that. So does that sound okay with you?
Yeah.
All right, good. So I'll see you next week.
Okay.